as you may know, I haven't uploaded for the last 9 days. There are two reasons for it. One, the afternoon shift is just a pain. I go at 12 p.m. to school and come back at 7 p.m. Like it's a 7-hour workday, so there's practically no time for me to record. And two is this thing right here, ZP47 Invasion. Yeah, that's how I actually pronounce it. And this is my brand new Zuma mod. The download link will be in the top part of the description. But in this video, I just want to tell you guys that I made a new mod and kind of do a showcase of it. So let's get into it.
Leave a like and subscribe until the video ends or the Clinton will become your roommate.
And so here we are at the main menu. You can see that it's space themed, and these gray things, they are supposed to look like somewhat of a space station located on the planet to free the aliens from some tyranny. But here they are: story mode, which is basically the main adventure mode; practice, which is the gauntlet; then settings. We're gonna go into settings. I'm gonna have to turn down the volume for the probably later on in the video. Definitely gonna have to turn down sound effects. Then custom cursor, I haven't done anything because custom cursor, if you have played Zuma at least once in your life, you know custom cursor just lags out your normal cursor and it's way slower to shoot. So here I can basically see that the shooter has a striking resemblance to the SM logo, except it's it's green instead of yellow, what I should say. And that's because Diversia is an inspiration for this. That is the custom cursor. Coin unchanged, skull unchanged. You can see I've got the Luxor 2 speed set. And in here I can toggle on 3D hardware acceleration. I'm just gonna turn it on. Your video card may not fully support this feature. I don't know why this game is so dumb. I literally have a 16GB RAM. And I got some crazy graphic cards, so yeah, I'm just gonna pause the recording because it's gonna feel weird for me to turn on the hardware acceleration. There we are. Now we go into accounts. This is kind of the family account I made back in 2012, and you can see that it's just a what do you call it, keyboard headbutt of a username. But this is actually my main account. I use the playtester mod. We go into practice. You can hear Rise of Atlantis music. Now this is the first map, Senator Till's Spiral Revenge, which is gonna launch the mission. I did not intend to do it on Strongboard, but I really don't care. This is just a free aim trainer. So yeah, this is kind of the main area, like from here to here. This is where you can basically do everything, but like once you go through the tunnel, you need to make combos around here, otherwise you're gonna lose 100%. Let's not talk about this map anymore because there are different maps. Since the theory is the aliens are obsessed with ancestor culture, and that's why there are so many Zuma-like levels. Like this is only the first one. The Golden Scarab, but like this is where they keep the treasuries or something. And yeah, right here I'm just gonna show you in game. It goes off screen. It goes actually off screen all the way above here. Then we're gonna head to the next map, which I would consider personally one of the best maps in the game, Riverside Run. And I think this is the one that took me the most to create, because I was going to Alula editor, the Death Knight editor, they're trying to figure out how the Death Knight editor works. I realized I'm better off just using Alula editor. And yeah, but it is a cool map, except for that grass. There's dents in the grass. You can hear for the first time the Danger Zone music. It is straight up siege. song from Heroes of Might and Magic 3 is another one, Purple Shield. This one I also remember putting in a lot of work in, and now Crystallite Pipes I now don't even like. I was just coming back to this mod like early in January this year, and I was looking around to make a double level. Well, then I just stumbled across this one in the game files. You can see it's a very short path, and it is very dirty, as I'm gonna see now. This is like full of corners that shoot us in a tricky position. I mean, I'm not really an expert at making doubles, but to be honest, I really don't like making doubles. Like, on a 644-80. That's why my next Zuma mod is probably gonna be 800 by 600. But I have another one unfinished, which I hopefully will through the year. Rainbow Crystallite Roads. Like, this one was supposed for Talkie Tom Zuma 3 to be like 10-8 as far as I can remember. But I ended up coming into here. Asteroid Plains, another unfinished map that sat around in my folder for way too long. And here's one of my personal favorites, Doomsday Crossover, which is a Spiral of Doom ripoff. Like, I mean, you can just clearly see by the color scheme, even the entire thing. Like, this thing right here. Like, I'm gonna zoom this in the editor, but you take a look at it normally. It's not obvious at all what I used to copy paste it. I used paint on nets. Rectangular select, which is just way worse than Gibbs lasso select, which is recommended like this one right here where the coin is this is not obvious at all. And I'm still very proud of this map, and I think I did a very good job at the Spiral of Doom. Now, unlike here with the Sand Garden, like this double is crazy. Like, all three doubles in this mod are insane. They're insane, all three of them. But you already just seen two. The third one will come up later. Now, Frozen Lake. Now, I don't even know how to do the snow texture properly because of the whole thing with the noise on the pure white paper. But I think I did a very good job. Now, Tumultuous Black Hole, the only sporadic level. Like, I mean, I don't know if I should have used Turbulence on this level like I did on 13 on the final level of Mimi's Journeys Chapter 3, but you're gonna see that Mimi's Journeys Chapter 3 in the foreseeable future on the channel. Now, Mixtex New Rules. This one is a fun story. This one I originally thought of submitting for the community-made Zuma mod 2, but then decided not to because I don't even know why. With a full background like that, it would have most likely been joking. But the background and the path, they are a good remake, and only this skeleton type of thing. That guy is the worst part of the level. But I really didn't know what to do. I couldn't just copy paste the whole guys all the time because I messed up the light blue coloring. That was Zepe Exodus. This one fairly recently added, and this acts I think as a 7-7. And then I don't know where it pops up at stage 10. It is a bad remake of Zuma Exodus, I must say. Spiral of Yellow Crystallites. I also stumbled into this one randomly digging around the game files. And I think this one has like the trickiest shooting angles of all, especially when you meet it on the final stage. And when it pops up as 12-2 in the last sample. You're gonna see. Like, right out of this corner and coming out of the tunnel, there's no chance you're gonna hit that with 6 colors and the speed of stage 12. Which, by the way, I did not change apart from 12-7. Now, Void of Lost Hope, another one I stumbled into while digging through the files. The background was actually done in my school in Adobe Photoshop. Now, Raiding the Sand Town, one of the first maps I did after coming back to this mod. And it's just Svetlograd houses on sand and a path going through it, which is basically it. Now Warshak, nice. This is a pretty bad attack at recreating Rorschach. Like, if you, by the way, if you don't know, Rorschach is my favorite Zuma Deluxe level in vanilla. But you're gonna see it once the ranking comes later on in the year. Crystallite Snake Swerve, just a pathetic attempt at recreating Mirror Serpents. I mean, this looks more like a rock sword. In this thing right here, this looks like more of a log sword shooter than a snake. And now, the biggest tongue twister of a name, 870247 Intergalactic Space Station. Too much a tongue twister, but like, the spears go right past the shooter, like there's no shot you're making it through there. Like, it's pretty difficult to hit anything in this area because of the position of the shooter. I didn't really know where to put it, because if I put it over here, I would not have access to the danger zone, which is a cardinal sin. No, gateway of hell. Another one I made a long time ago. Oh, this is somewhat of a nethery map, like this red background. This thing is supposed to be the gate of hell. It is inspired, of course, by the gate level in Quest for the Afterlife. And also, this red surface is supposed to be netherrack. But of course, it's not gonna work out. And this is a double that was supposed to be 1-5 instead of crystallite pipelines. Lava Land. The final level in the regular progression of the game. It pops up as 9-7 and 12-7. And I'm telling you, for PlayStation, 12-7 is crazy. You need to have multiple lives because there is a guarantee you're gonna lose at least once on this level. And now we go to the regular roster first. It's time for the final level. All hell broke loose. And I'm genuinely afraid of coming to this level on the last life. You can see how fast they're moving on Sunrod. In the midst of while making this map, I did not really know where should I put the shooter. And then I just came up with the idea of this hanging pad of sorts, you can say. This is a pixelated crossover. I could have added something onto there. Now I'm just gonna let them head into the danger zone, and this is the deadly point. Because if they reach here, it is most likely game over because you can't shoot underneath a hanging thing. Let's have a listen all together. Yes, it's the Budapest project, and I purposely put this as the game over music to mock everybody who lost. That was the goal line screen. Now let's take a look at the adventure screen. More gray. This is supposed to be ZP47. But as you can see from the adventure progression, every stage has a different first level. Which I think is a cool thing. It makes it not necessarily the gameplay that is more diverse, but I feel like it's just better in this level, in this way, when you're doing something special. But of course, it's way easier for every stage, every 3 stages, to have the exact same, what's it even called? I don't even know. The exact level pool, exactly the same for everything. But in ZP47 Invasion, like in some other mods like the Versia, by the way, this mod was mainly inspired by the Versia, and I'm gonna give credit to Flair for that, and the Green Mouse, because I don't want to get into trouble. And I don't even know what to say anymore for this mod, apart from this. There it is. And this is not only exclusive to the mod, this is also possible in the vanilla game. And I did just spice up these whole thing, the whole fonts, because because I don't know how that software works. I do not have Adobe Photoshop on my computer, and I don't want to spend like $100 on it, because why would I do that when paid on that is literally free? But yeah, that will be it for this mod, and I'm gonna see you in the next video.